We are here at TEDxAthens 2014. We have with us one of the invited guest speakers, the Gravity team. I'm going first to ask them to introduce themselves. So,
my name is Shay.
I'm Guillaume.
I'm Pierre.
And I'm Daniela.
Can you please describe for our audience who are maybe not familiar with what you have developed, what is Gravity device about and how does it work?
Okay. Well, GravitySketch is a tool that allows you to sketch in 3D using augmented reality as your visualization aid, or virtual reality. And it's composed of a pen and a pad and third-party visualization, such as a VR mask or augmented reality glasses.
All right. What was the original idea behind it? How did you come up with such a kind of device?
So our original idea was that everybody is creative, but the tools that are used to generate ID today are becoming very complex. So usually we don't really go further and take our ideas into reality. So the idea was really to develop a tool that would be simple for people to use and to start creating.
I understand you have developed a functional prototype, but still it's not in production, it's not in the market. Do you have any plans to market it at some point?
Yeah, so we started the company only 3 months ago, so this is the early days, but we are looking at creating a developer kit in the next few months. So we want to release this new way of sketching to as many people as possible to see what they create, and it's in the plan in the next few months to have a product.
What is the vision behind such an invention or such a device? I understand that it's about collaboration and getting people to work together, but could you elaborate on that?
Yeah, it's Gravity was born through the idea that we wanted to allow people to create, no matter if they were creative or not, they knew how to sketch or not. So right now, the tools that we have, the digital tools specifically, they're a bit more complicated. They're you have to have a certain level of specialization to be able to use them. But creation is for everyone, and we're seeing it little by little now with 3D printers and other things that are helping people make, no matter if you're a designer, engineer. So these people, what's happening? They cannot access to these digital tools because they don't have the training. So that's what Gravity is allowing them to do, be able to create without having to be super specialized in something. And on the other side, communication. So if we're creating something, we don't necessarily have to have the same skill set. But still, with Gravity, you're able to create all together without having to be great in sketching or in CAD.
How did all of you get together? How did you meet, and how did you start working? How is it to be a Mexican girl to French guys and USA guy, working in London, having their own hardware startup? How is it all this kind of feeling?
Well, we came together at the Royal College of Art, and it was a program, a master's program between 2 universities. The program is called Innovation Design Engineering, and so we all came from professional backgrounds prior to joining the course, and we felt something in our professions was lacking, and we all have our different reasons for thinking this, but we came into the program with a very open mind and said, okay, we're going to come into the program and we see what we can learn, how we can develop our personal and professional skills. And through that we had a group project, and it just so happened that, actually it's a funny story. These two really wanted to work together, and me and Guillaume really wanted to work together, and in the end we found each other and we said, okay, we work together as a 4. And at that point, we were just completely open to making something. It wasn't the idea of making a hardware software. It was just the idea of making something that's going to be really reflect the years of our research and our studying. And it just so happens that what we developed turned out to be something that people really appreciated and really wanted. And so at that point, we said, okay, we can take it a bit further and see if we can develop this for something that everyone can use.
How is it to try to develop a hardware startup? Is it easy? I mean, if you are trying to do a mobile application, a web platform, whatever, it's easier than a hardware startup. But how is it for you, especially in London?
The hardware part definitely is something complex because more and more startups deal only with software, so you don't have all the logistic problems of making something physical that we definitely have to deal with. Now it's also quite inspiring. There are a lot of projects around us. If you look at Kickstarter and stuff like this, a lot of people develop hardware solutions. Coming to London, we are in London because of various reasons. The hardware part is not something that's necessarily developed in London, but we don't feel it's like blocking us in any way. There are partners for a lot of different things, so I don't know. It's right now it's not a bad situation.